Welcome to everybody's YouTube's favorite kitchen. Today, we're making YouTube's favorite banana date nut muffins. Uh, this is inspired by Forks Over Knives. I think my mom got the recipe initially from Forks Over Knives cookbook. I don't know if it's like the Engine 2 cookbook or something like that. Might be. But it's for banana bread, technically. And then I was just like, I kind of want muffins. So this is just a banana bread recipe with a muffin tin. And I also really love this muffin tin because it just makes like massive muffins, like the size of muffins that you would get at like a bakery or something like that, where they're just huge. I have other ones that are smaller, but I just really like these big ones. So the first step that we are going to take is, hello everybody. I have frozen bananas, so I'm going to make them a little bit warmer so they're at a mashable temperature. This is nice that I'm finally able to use my yucky bananas. Okay, I gotta get all the yuck off my hands. I've been wanting to use up the 3 bad bananas. Oh, perfect! I have on the counter just in time. Thanks, Greg. That's awesome. Very perfect timing. You can't go wrong with banana bread or banana bread muffins. Big old muffins. Yes, that's my favorite type. I love like the type that you can get at a bakery. That's why like I saw those. I bought that muffin tin, I think in college or something like that. I think I made muffins like once or twice. This is like before I was vegan. And I made muffins and I was like, my friends and I were like, oh, we're gonna make muffins all the time. And then I got paralyzed and had to go home. So that didn't happen. It was the same thing, like, because I was sort of into cooking, like, even before I was vegan, like, when I was in college. I even made, like, bread bowls with my friends, and then we made, I think it was, like, a chicken Alfredo pasta, and I think we also made, like, mac and cheese, and we ate it out of, like, a bread bowl, and we're like, oh my God, we're gonna make bread bowls all the time! And then, again, paralyzed, had to go home, so it never happened. I just got back home perfect timing. Hey, this is perfect timing. Thanks for being here, Linda. So, I made this the other day, and somebody was saying that this looks like just unsettling with the, it almost looks, I don't know, like you're popping a zit and this like the pus coming through, like with this specific sort of masher. It's like, you know, like a potato masher. I've used this before for making mashed potatoes. But this is very, very useful for making banana bread too. Potato masher and banana bread maker. And that's about good, really. All right, first step and ingredient. It's just like a blanket of mushed banana. How appetizing is that, huh? Yeah, there we go. That's good. Now we can get this out of the way. There's one thing I love doing is just clearing off the counter. Damn, paralysis messed up muffin time. Why are you in Chris's kitchen? Yeah, Parth's just kidding. He knows. Yeah, it's Chris's kitchen. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the recipe out over here. Because unlike Chris and John, I actually follow recipes. They are at another level. They can just do stuff. I can't. I need to follow a recipe. So this calls for 2 cups. I'm also going to use scissors here because why have all this excess bag if you're not even going to use it? Okay. 1 cup. That's about a cup. I'll do a little bit more than a cup the next one. Yeah, that's good. Very exact. Oh, you know what? Let's turn this on. Preheat the oven. Heat up the house. The house is already at 72 degrees. I guess it doesn't really need heating up. That's why they call you Craig. Yeah. No shame in following recipes, especially with baking. Yes. Okay, so 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Important to use soda, not powder. So this is how I do 3/4. I don't have a 3/4 teaspoon. Just do 1/4 It's just good math. I'm going to do 1/2 cup maple syrup. I think this is it. Yeah, 1/2 cup. This is high quality maple syrup. This is from the Adirondack region of New York. Got this in Lake Placid. How many of you guys have ever been to Lake Placid or the Adirondacks? I feel like it's usually people who live in New York or maybe surrounding areas who have been to the Adirondacks. But sometimes people from further out have been there. It's actually the largest state park in the U.S. It's actually so big that there's multiple little cities and towns and villages within the state park. And I'm looking at everything because it's mine, and no one else is going to be here to eat it. I'm not cooking with germaphobe Chris. But yeah, I think it's bigger than a lot of national parks too, actually. I think you can fit like 5 national parks in there. I think it's bigger than the Grand Canyon. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of the Adirondacks. And that's where actually a lot of my astrophotography that I sell was taken. Okay, so we got maple syrup. And then we're gonna do, so this calls for a 1/3 cup of applesauce. I just do this container. And the reason I like getting these little containers is because I've bought just like the jar of applesauce and it always goes bad before I even use it all. So I just end up using these little things. Okay. I've been thinking about maybe doing some videos, like budget-friendly videos or something. Like, I don't know if it would be like meal prep or recipes or something like that. So, yeah, you guys let me know what you think or if there's anything you'd like to see. I've been to upstate New York before, 5 hours north of New York City. I forgot exactly where. Oh, yeah, that sounds Adirondack-ish. I've never been that far north. It's pretty cool. It's very pretty too. Okay, so we got the applesauce out of the way. Need 1/4 cup plant milk. Got me some plain but sweetened soy milk. Okay, and then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I couldn't even find the 1 teaspoon, so we're just going to do this 3 times. When in doubt, add more, right? Yeah, that's good. Oh, next step, 1/2 cup pecans. So actually I'm doing walnuts. I would love to do pecans. I think that might even taste better, but I have walnuts, and I think walnuts are slightly healthier anyway, or maybe a lot healthier. That's what I heard from someone. I never substantiated that rumor. All right, the walnuts. We're just gonna do a huge handful. Yeah, that's good. Like, that's a 1/2 cup. If you guys were to make this recipe, what nut would you put in? Or are you anti-nut for muffins or banana bread? Also, I put a noise filter on here so you can mostly hear a voice. Do you guys hear me crunching the nuts, or is that covered up? All right, let's put her in. Okay, so this is something that I like to do. I don't know if you guys have found this hack, but especially when you have like wide stuff, you're trying to push it in. Sometimes if you go like this, it goes kind of all over the place. I try to just like feed it in towards the handle and let it fall in through the handle, and then it kind of creates like a little bit of like a funnel. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, I'm gonna use this for cutting dates. And then, and you know what? I'll just, before I start cutting those dates, I'm just gonna use didn't get the flax out. How embarrassing. Oh, chocolate chips. Oh, I think I have chocolate chips. You know what? Not a whole lot, but there's some. Good idea. I think that was Linda. Chocolate chips. Yeah. Well, you know, we'll just make this everything but the sink. There's chocolate. There's walnuts. There's dates. Should I throw anything else in? I don't have tomatoes. So I might just have to settle for this. I know you guys are joking about nuts right now, but when my dad roasts cashews, and then he like salts them, oh, and he like just scoops them up in a cup and he walks around and gives everyone a cup of like freshly roasted, hot, salty cashews. Oh my God, that's like everyone's favorite thing at the shop. I'm gonna go over to my magic jug water and get a 2 tablespoons of jug of water. Careful, careful. That is like for the egg. You don't, it says it's optional in the recipe. I think really it's just chopping up dates. Oh, and then I do have the Ceylon cinnamon and allspice, and the oven's already ready. This is a very fast recipe. For anyone wondering, I know someone in here earlier was saying they're trying to get rid of their bananas. Yeah, I'm almost done, really. Oh, Can you do like carob or anything like that? Any sort of like chocolate substitute if you wanted to? Also, since I'm just making these muffins for me, I can pit the dates with my mouth. I don't have to worry about anyone else eating it. As my dad would say. So there, haha. That's right, I'm gonna have to sweep after anyway. I hope this isn't how they make muffins when I go to a bakery. Mm. My spoons and measuring spoons and measuring cups are all magnetic. It's kind of funny. All right, I'm gonna separate these out. Do some chapping. So there's gonna be 6 muffins, and I use 6 dates. So each muffin should get roughly 1 date. That's just math. Kind of like having these big chunks in there too. Why don't I use my hands to make these instead of my mouth? Why would I choose to be less efficient? Use your mouth is just the most efficient way to do it, and it tastes good. And it's my kitchen. If I was making them for someone else, I probably wouldn't do that. Oh yeah, look at that. What would be some gross? What would be some things that are usually taste good, but would be gross to add to this? I think cheese would be weird. All right, let's add that Ceylon cinnamon. One of you guys just mentioned that. Karen, thank you for reminding me because I totally would have forgotten to add seasoning. I was adding a ton of that. Never had too much. And then we're going to add a little bit less of the allspice. It's a little more potent, so I'm going to add a little less. But still some. You know what? I think this time I'm going to add maybe just a pinch of salt too. Okay. That's it. Especially with the chocolate chips, because salt, if you add just a little bit of salt, it can really enhance any sort of chocolatey flavors. Which I think is probably why the chocolate covered potato chips and chocolate covered pretzels and stuff are just so good. Just mixed together, like the sweet and the salty and the chocolate and the crunch. And the nice thing too about when you do muffins instead of the banana bread, it cooks so much faster. So I already have it out. These will be done. I'm putting this in for like 35 minutes. And I even have a special topping that I'm going to put on that I haven't tried before. So it'll be new for me and you. I know this is a forks over knives recipe and I'm using oil. Just, I don't know. Don't tell Dr. Essiston. I'm counting on you guys, not to tattle. Look at that. Cannot wait to eat these. I want to cut into them while they're still steamy. Some big old muffins. That's got a lot of it, but I still have some in here. Good thing I'm stirring with a spatula. Less things to get dirty. This is my other favorite thing about cooking and baking in your own kitchen. Mm-hmm. I approve. All right. Put in for 35 minutes at 350. Very, very excited for this. Can't believe Craig invented banana bread muffins. That's funny. Hey, Craig, how goes you? I goes good. I goes very good. Melted gooey goodness. There are chocolate chips in there. Thanks for catching everyone up. Should have put oats in there. It's possible. You're a little late commenting that, though. But yeah, I would probably do that in place of some of the flour or something. Is there anything else that you guys would have put in there? There's already dates, there's already walnuts, and chocolate chips. I wish I had more chocolate chips, but that was all I got. Believe it or not, that's actually all the chocolate that I have in my house. I actually don't really have much chocolate here. Oh, these dates are so good, though. I got these at Aldi. I just found out that you can get these at Aldi. I've been trying to shop more at Aldi because, you know, I don't want Wegmans stealing all my money. But there's even some things at Aldi that, I mean, everything's going up, but even, I think it was like oats for like a container. I swear it used to be like $3. Now it's like $4.35 or something like that. When did oats get expensive? All right, time to put this away so the house elves can clean later when I go to bed. You guys lick your utensils clean? Be honest. We're in the honest system here. Oh, caramel sandwich. Oh, that would be good. Scoop of vanilla ice cream. That would be good as a topping. Toast the muffins with butter. Now that I have done. I do that. I like to do that. American inflation is crazy. I thought it was bad here in the UK. Yeah, I don't know which one is worse. I think you guys might have a worse housing inflation, but we have a really bad one too. Canada's really bad too. Australia might be the worst. I don't know. I've heard Japan, China. It's just everywhere. Really. I do like my utensils clean sometimes. How could you not when you're baking? That's true. At least we have one honest person in the chat. I do have tea. Could make tea. You know, if you guys are into that. And I broke this bag. It's supposed to be resealable, but it is not. Through only fault of my own. Oh, someone makes matcha every day. If there's other stuff in the matcha, I like it, but it's just too bitter for me, really. Same thing like I'll drink coffee if it doesn't really taste that much like coffee. Usually I'll like add creamer and stuff. I like lattes. Those are great. My favorite one, there's a bakery around here. If you guys ever come to Syracuse, check out the Sweet Praxis. My favorite latte is a salted caramel one. And they have a really good breakfast sandwich too. I think Chris and I have done like maybe two, I've done at least two videos there, and I think I did one with him there. It's a really, really nice bakery. They just have like a lot of vegan options. It's not all vegan, but a lot of vegan, a lot of gluten-free, a lot of just specialty diets. Do you set a timer? Yeah. So another thing, unlike me and Chris, I set timers because I do not trust my memory. Then put less matcha. Yeah, then it's just bitter. It's just bitter, okay? Try Earl Grey if you haven't yet. I have black tea. I think I've had Earl Grey before, like at a hotel or something. Mr. Neo Moon said, I drank sparkling water last night with cucumber and real lavender, and it calmed me down so much. Haha, I need more of that. I'd drink that. Does it taste as good if it's not sparkling? I'm not always the biggest sparkling water fan. Oh, Walmart now has Unmeat products. Their vegan roast beef is in gravy is pretty good. So is the vegan spam. Interesting. So is Unmeat the company? I don't know if I've had their stuff before. Unmeat. Timers always. Yeah, exactly. Chris and John don't cook like normal people. They cook like chefs. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I just cook like a normal person. I probably know more about cooking and baking than your average 33-year-old American male. That's more than your average one. Not more than your average cook at that demographic, but more than your average guy, I guess. That's about where I'm at. They're chefs, though. We're gonna make you drink matcha one way or the other. No, no. It's a little bitter, but I'll drink it though. But I gotta add either a creamer or soy milk or something. It was from a can. It had real lavender oil. If you don't like the bubbles, open it and let it sit in the fridge. Yeah, I've done that before, just on accident with like kombucha or like also every once in a while I'll drink like a energy drink. My favorite one's Ghost, and I have Gorilla Mind pre-workout, and it's like really one of the only ones that you can get that doesn't have the beta alanine that makes you all like tingly. Um, but I like both of those. Add maple syrup and cinnamon, and put cold milk in first. Boiled water, then blend. So glad to catch you live. Thanks for being here, Steve. What are you making for Mother's Day lunch? I'm making a tofu scramble. I think Kara's making like sheet pancakes, and Leah's making some sort of like potato dish. It's gonna be kind of like a brunch type thing. Unmeat is the company. Interesting. Actually, I do have some spam and something else. Let me go get that. It might be Unmeat. I don't know. Actually, yeah, this is from Unmeat. I got this like over a year ago. I'm sure it'll probably last for forever. I was supposed to do something with it, and because I agreed to do something with it, and I just never did. Because this is tuna and spam, and I never really ate tuna and spam anyway. I guess I could do like a tuna casserole. Maybe we could do something with spam on like one of Chris's live streams or something. I had the tuna before. It does taste kind of tuna-y. So if you like it, then it's good. And if you don't like tuna, you probably wouldn't like this. Um, so yeah, if for what it is, for it being tuna, which I'm not the biggest fan, I'll eat it. Um, it's pretty good. But again, I'm just not the hugest tuna fan. Ugh. But yeah, like I said, maybe I'll try to see if I can pawn that off on one of the live streams. I do like getting rid of stuff, so because that's just been sitting there. Ooh, I want to try the vegan hot dogs in a can that have been around since like the 70s for some reason. What the heck? I never even heard of that. Tin stuff lasts forever. Spam fried with eggs on top of instant ramen. Ooh, okay. Maybe we could do that. Um ramen and spam. I do also, if you guys are interested, I could show it to you. I have like an affiliate link, I think, in the description um, for this Unmeat. It's really good. It's a little on the pricier side, but they have. I think they carry this as well. I don't know if they're thinking about carrying it all the time, but this vegetable topping. You basically just rehydrate it, and there's little bits of tofu. What is it like? Tofu, dried cabbage, dried carrot, dried mushroom, chive, dried corn, and I think that's it. And then this is, I think it's tom yum shrimp. And then I have some other ones. They have some other like really good ones. I haven't even opened this one up yet. Um, but they're not just ramen. They're like high protein vegan ramen, which is interesting. And it's helpful if you're trying to like have like higher protein. Because there's 24 grams of protein with just the ramen. And then say you throw in some like tofu or chicken, like vegan, like dairying chicken or something like that. Now you're talking closer to like 30, maybe 40 grams, depending on what you're adding to it and how much. Do I have a date with Banana Date Muffins right now? I sure do. In about 23 minutes. That's when the date is supposed to be. Oh, sorry. Why did I say egg? There is vegan egg, isn't there? Yeah, just egg. I actually have some in the fridge, but I'm using that tomorrow. So I'm gonna put this away. Anyway, I do like these. They are on a pricier side, but they're pretty good for what they are. Like they're just a high protein ramen. I like them a lot. They also sell different varieties. Like I think they have some that's like just ready in a cup, like instant. It's like good for like on the go. Say you're like at I don't know, your office or something like that at work. Easy to prepare that in the break room. Yeah, high protein is good. Normally ramen is naughty and oily. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So it's like and I think it's like pretty healthy, like clean ingredients too. I think that's why it's more expensive. It's healthier, cleaner ingredients, and it's also high protein, which is hard to find in like a noodle, and one that tastes good and it has a good texture. They've had like a couple different variations, and this is like their latest, and this is definitely the best texture they've had so far. So I definitely love Emmy Eats. If you want to go check them out, like I said, link in the description. I like the thinly sliced spam and pan fry it crispy, basic seasoning. Interesting. So, do you just like eat it just plain, or do you like put it in like a sandwich or something, or as like a side, or what do you do? Do you drink smoothies? Yeah, my the smoothie that I do the most is like super basic. It's just like a bunch of bananas and then soy milk, um, chocolate protein powder usually, PB2 powder. So it's like chocolate peanut butter, and I think that's it. And then sometimes if I have like if I have strawberry protein powder, dragon fruit and strawberry protein powder is so good. Somehow it ends up tasting like bubble gum. I just have like frozen dragon fruit in there. Um, oh, it's so good. What's your guys' favorite smoothie recipes? Oh, and this is actually, you know, I could turn on the Halloween lights. I don't know how much of this you guys can see over there. Actually, let me see. I don't know if you guys will, yeah, you guys will see a little bit. Two of these gotta get their batteries changed. Oh, make that three. Oh, no, two. I make sandwiches or chop it up and mix it into other things, but usually just plain off the plate in my mouth. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't really do much with Spam. Like at all. So good. Ow, mother trucker. That hurt more than a butt cheek on a stick. Oh. There we go. Let's see how this looks. Am I giving you guys Halloween vibes? Ooh, some ambiance. So what I was gonna say before I interrupted myself is I wanted to say it was German, but it might actually be Dutch. But we couldn't read this, so we weren't gonna make this during the last live stream that I did with like Chris and John. But I think we're gonna do it this coming one. It's just pudding. I think you just add like 100 milliliters of soy milk and like cook it on the stove or something till it warms up. I don't know. Do you even have to warm it up? I have a 4 to 9 cup smoothie usually at the start of my day. It's mostly bananas, strawberries, and almond butter. So that does sound really good, honestly. Yeah, if I usually have frozen blueberries on hand. I don't usually have frozen strawberries, but usually blueberries. Right now, I also have dragon fruit and mango in the fridge or freezer. Freezer. Oh, it's like Angel Delight, which we have in the UK. Pudding. Yeah. Oh, you know, one time I told someone from the UK that I was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's disgusting." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I don't think I realized that when I say jelly, it's like same. Jelly is to me is like the same thing as jam, but apparently jam is jam, and what we call jello or gelatin, they refer to as jelly, I think. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, Lynn. But yeah, so that's why it would seem gross because like, oh, just imagine like peanut butter and like jello or gelatin. Oh, that would ugh. Muffins for all, I hope. LOL. Yeah, no, just not for me. There's 6 massive ones. Got 16 minutes. John made that pudding once a few years ago. I don't remember him liking it, but it may be better after it sits in the fridge for a day. Oh, probably won't be able to have it right away then unless I start it now. Yeah, we call Jello jelly here. Yeah, that's probably why she thought it was disgusting. I was like, "Well, how is that gross?" I get it if it's not like your favorite sandwich, but like it's definitely not gross. But we're talking about different things. Yeah, and last live stream that I did with Chris and John, we tried a cheese that I think that I might have just eaten the rind when you weren't supposed to eat the rind. It was horrific. Um, I don't know. I feel like the inside probably tasted good, but I also was too scarred to try it again. Thoughts on Brian Johnson? I think it's really cool what he's doing. I mean, it's obviously a study of one, but I think it's also like really cool that like since he's posting it all on social media, and for those of you guys who don't know, Brian Johnson is basically someone who he's taking longevity and like health, or like your health span like very, very seriously. Like it's like his full-time job. He's doing every single possible thing he can to slow down his aging. And he's recording it and he's put in like millions of dollars into this. I don't know where he initially got his money. But he is doing this and he's like working with scientists and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool that he has done so much research and then he can share it. Like, I don't know, he goes on podcasts and stuff, shares his knowledge. And it's really, yeah, I actually didn't know he's vegan, but I know that he like takes sleep very seriously, diet. He takes like a ton of supplements, exercise, stuff like that. So yeah, I just think that's it's so interesting. Obviously, you got to kind of take everything with a grain of salt because the study of one, something may be true for him that may just not work for other people. I don't know. He's the founder of Venmo. Okay, well, that's where he got his millions. And now I think doing what he's doing now is also making him money because he's able to post on social media and get ad revenue and then sponsorships and that's all just allowing him to continue doing what he's doing, which is kind of just like a service to humanity. Like I said, it is a study of one, so got to take everything with a grain of salt, but it is still really it's cool findings, and I think that it can be like a cool jumping off point for like further studies, and I think it can also be really good for someone who just finds him on YouTube and then is like, oh, I'll start just taking my health more seriously. So I think that it's all around really cool what he's doing. You should make one of his meals for an upcoming live. Interesting. I didn't know he had like recipe videos and stuff. What's the worst thing you've ever eaten? Oh, definitely turnip juice. Chris and I, it was my idea. Ugh. Chris and I did a video on his, no, it's on my channel. Because I was like, oh, people will love to watch us juice disgusting things and see what the most disgusting. Luckily, it didn't get a whole lot of views, so you guys didn't really like it that much because it was a horrible video to shoot. The turnip juice was so disgusting. That was the only one that actually made me gag, and I literally felt nauseous like the rest of the night. I went to bed with a bowl next to me in case I threw up. And I was so glad to leave Chris's house because I just smelled turnip. I don't know how he was able to like sleep that night in that house. Because it just smelled like turnip and it was just, oh, it was making me queasy. I'm so surprised I actually didn't throw up. It was, don't ever juice a turnip and drink it. This, ugh. Oh, he makes a broccoli cauliflower lentil dish. I'd eat that. Does he care about taste and flavor or just health? I think he probably puts taste behind health, but I think you can still make things that taste healthy though. He just really enjoys the food he eats. That's the other thing too, is like your taste buds will change depending on what you eat. Oh, Rose from Cheap Lazy Vegan made an I eat like Brian Johnson for a day video. Oh, interesting. I I know I did a video of basically copying Cheap Lazy Vegan's $20 for like a week worth of food to see if we could still do that at like at Walmart in I think it was last year, so like 2024. So that'd be funny if we're like, hey, stealing one of our videos again. Turnip juice sounds gross. I think I remember that video. Haha. Well, I'm glad somebody watched it because I suffered for that. Look up his recipes. Yep, I can do that. I know how my fingertips work. So I'll do that after this. Or, I mean, I guess I could do it now. I got 11 minutes until muffin time. Let's see. Brian Johnson recipes. Blueprint.brianjohnson.com. Hmm. Vegetable stir fry with cauliflower rice, lemon red lentil soup, chickpea vegetable frittata. I mean, these all, like, they look pretty good and very healthy. Cauliflower lentil loaf, that I could get into. Mushroom and walnut bolognese with spaghetti squash. Herb seasoned cauliflower turkey with sweet potato mash and blanched green beans. Yeah, those all sound pretty good. I don't know like what he eats on like a daily basis though, you know. I miss the shopping with mom Dre vids, yeah. Yeah, Aldi doesn't really like us doing that anymore, and I was also just getting kind of sick of doing them anyway. Um, that's when I started replacing those with surprising everyone at the candy shop with food. I think I started doing that during the pandemic because everyone was home, and I was like, hey, why don't we just make everyone a little bit happier, surprising them with food? I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing. I think making relatable meals for videos and streams is better than super niche stuff like that guy. I mean, I think that like a lentil loaf, I think that's I mean, you okay, so I'm looking at the recipe, you haven't seen the recipe or whatever because I'm not sharing my screen or anything. Um like this one just says chickpea stew, you know. It says 5 cloves of garlic, cumin, extra virgin olive oil, tomato paste, paprika, pepper flakes, cooked chickpeas, za'atar seasoning, bay leaves, and 1 roasted bell pepper. So that's a pretty like normal recipe. It's not super niche or anything. I don't know if the other ones are. That's just one that I picked. It was like the shortest recipe. Um, but yeah, I think that kind of just goes to show like you don't really need to go too extreme if you want to eat healthy. Just like eat as many whole foods as possible. Missing mom during cooking videos. Yeah, she's busier than ever. So that's definitely not gonna happen. And also, I mean, and I know that you guys can miss them, and I'm so I am sorry that you guys aren't gonna be able to see those videos again. But my mom didn't used to be as busy as she is these days. So she's just not gonna have the time to ever do videos like that again. And when she does, she doesn't really want to be on camera because she's on camera enough at the candy shop because we didn't used to be posting or like shooting videos all the time at the candy shop. Making your mom's recipes would be fun to watch. Yeah, so my mom doesn't really make recipes either. She just has like a lot of recipe books and then she might doctor them up a little bit, change them to like her specific things. But like people asked us to make a recipe book before, but like pretty much all of our recipes were other people's recipes. Like there wasn't anything really that we made up. So that's why I was like, I don't really think we could do a recipe book because other people would be like, hey, that's my recipe. What's it doing in your book? The vids were a moment of bliss. I'm glad that you guys liked them. Honestly, even if we're not going to make them again, I'm glad that you guys liked them and I still have them up as like just a playlist and stuff. So, yeah, I'm glad that you guys liked them. I'm gonna go fill up some water. And 7 minutes until muffin time. Oh, it smells so good in here too. I can smell the muffins. It's okay. We'll let Terry shop for Ruffles in peace and quiet. Yeah, so I could do videos of her shopping at BJ's, like for the candy shop. Um, but yeah, I think we just both don't really want to do like the grocery shopping ones. But the ones for the candy shop, that just feels like we're at work, you know, instead of not at work. It would be cooking her favorite dishes then, whoever's recipe you follow. Yeah. Yeah, it would be just would probably have to get permission from those people like, "Hey, can we use your recipe in our cookbook? We'll shout you out." I mean, I guess that probably could have worked. It kind of could be like a collab of a bunch of different people, whoever agrees to it, like Terry's favorite recipes. go check out their book. Oh, I got a cookbook recently. There's two cookbooks. This one, this is by, if you guys know Veggiekins, Remy Morimoto Park. It's called Sesame, Soy, and Spice. She has a lot of really good recipes in here, and they're like pretty easy too. A lot of them, I haven't tried all of them. But like there's a lot I still have to try. I've really only tried a couple, but every one that I have tried, I have liked. Um, and there's a lot of like Asian inspired cuisine. It's 90 Asian-ish vegan and gluten-free recipes to reconnect, root, and restore. Because that's her, she's Asian, so she's had a lot of Asian inspired stuff. So that was really good. And then I was at a bookstore, and I love Rainbow Plant Life, so I bought this. And this so far, I haven't tried anything. Every recipe seems so complex that I'm just like, oh, I don't have that started a week ago. My lentils haven't soaked, so I can't make that recipe. Oh, I need like 4 exotic ingredients I've never tried before. I don't even know where to get them. Like, so one day I'll try something. But the thing that I do really like about like the beginning of this cookbook is it's just about like how to cook. So there's like different things that you can learn. Remove excess water from your ingredients. Maximize flavor. There's like a whole chapter on maximizing flavor. Umami. What is umami? Seaweeds, mushrooms, tomatoes, tempeh, aged balsamic vinegar, gochujang. Tips for cooking with lemons and limes. It's just like a lot, like almost like a quarter or a third of this book is like, oh, this is about like the building blocks of cooking. So if you want to learn about cooking, this is almost like a textbook on cooking. And then there's also recipes afterwards. So this one is called Big Vegan Flavor by Nisha Vora, creator of Rainbow Plant Life. Techniques and 150 recipes to master vegan cooking. So honestly, if you can make some recipes out of here, you are a good cook, because her recipes are I've found to be a little complex. I would say this was more beginner friendly. So I've been doing more recipes from there. Right, I wasn't saying that you guys were saying to make a cookbook, but I was off of that topic. It made me think of how other people in the past have commented saying that we should make a cookbook. Complex recipe? Immediately, no. So you know what? I'll try to. So I have tried some of her recipes from like from her YouTube channel, not from this book, and they have been very good. And then when I do try them, they're not as complex as I thought they would be. Every time that I try one. Okay, so let's see. This is called Tofu 65. So this is just tofu, salt, fresh garlic, fresh ginger, black pepper. Yes, okay, so here's another one. 2 teaspoons Kashmiri red chili powder, or I guess you could do a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, it says. Ground coriander, ground turmeric, garam masala, which I thought I had, but I don't think I have. Unsweetened coconut yogurt, vegetable oil, cornstarch, white rice flour, and basmati rice. So that one's not so bad as far as like complexity. Let me try to see if there's one that I was gonna make the other day and I was like, okay, I don't have all the ingredients for that. Ooh, sweet treats. This one looks good. I know she does like roasting or like toasting seasonings like cumin seeds and like stuff like that, like almost like the whole spice. If I wanted to become a chef, that would be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a good book for learning about cooking. I still haven't broken into this book too much. It was kind of an impulse purchase. It looked cool. I do know that I like her recipes, and like if there's any way that it can support other creators that I like, I do like to do that. Um, hmm. If you like spice, look up Mapo tofu recipe for the spicy sauce element. So there's a Szechuan's restaurant near me where they have Mapo tofu. I think I got that before. Every time I go, though, I really like getting their crispy tofu the best. So I just get that every time. Oh my God, 10 seconds. Let's put this away. It's muffin time. Ugh. Hell yeah. All right, let's turn this light back on so you guys can truly appreciate the muffins. Oh, did I turn this off? Mm. All right. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, they're definitely done. I don't even need to poke them with a toothpick. I made these recently too, so I know what they should look like. That looks good though. Ooh, you can even see a little bit of the chocolate chips. Oh, and like I said, I do have a secret, top secret ingredient that I can put on these. And also, don't worry, this is a sturdy counter. I can put hot things on there. But I am going to put the muffins on here so that they don't get soggy. Don't have a bunch of condensation all over them. Actually, you know what? I'll let them firm up a little bit in there. Give them a couple minutes and then we'll take them out. Muffin time. Oh, crispy tofu is it? Yes, I love crispy tofu. Oh my God, so good. I'm imagining the smell. Oh, you know what? I can turn this off now. I don't think I want to open that because it's already, let's see, what, like 74 in here? Yeah, it's like 74, which for people like Lynn watching in the UK, that probably just sounds like gibberish to you because 74, you'd be like, why aren't you melting? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna guess. 74, what is that equivalent to? Maybe 18 degrees Celsius? I'm just guessing. I'm gonna look it up. No, it's gotta be higher than that. 21? I don't know. I never remember how to spell Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit to Celsius. 74. 23. Okay, so that's pretty warm. What he lacks in eggs, he makes up for in muffins. True. Gorgeous big old muffins. Muffin mukbang time. Yeah, okay, cool. So, time to flip these over. I'm just too excited. I'm flopping everything around. Wow, they came out so perfectly. Like I oiled them or something. They're still gonna be wicked hot though. Oh yeah, these are ready. They're holding their shape nicely. Ooh, nice crunch. Okay, we're going to break out the secret ingredient, and I'm going to cut one of those muffins in half so you guys can see it when it's still steaming. Nothing like a nice steamy muffin. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready for the secret ingredient? You guys want to get? Who wants to guess what it is? I'll just hold you guys in more suspense because that's still too hot to cut into. 10 out of 10 muffin release. Yeah, that was actually really good. I almost always I have one that sticks in there, but usually I don't get them out this early. So I wonder if that had anything to do with it, getting them out earlier. Yeah, they don't have nearly as much condensation as they usually have on them. So freaking jealous of your muffins. Vinegar. Oh, oh. Actually, I do have a very extensive vinegar library. Have you guys ever gone to like an olive oil store? They have like they also have really good vinegars. Okay, so someone said vegan butter, not butter, but it does spread like butter. I don't think you guys are going to guess what it is though, because I didn't know that this existed until I bought it. Although I did mention it on a recent-ish live stream with Chris and John. So if you watched that, probably Linda, I'm sure did. It's peanut butter. Nope. Cashew butter. Nope. It's not a nut. I will say that. Tahini. Ew. Not for muffins. Not for these muffins. Tell you what, I will put it here, and then you can guess what it is. I did my best to not show you what it is. You can see it from the side. There's nothing on the label so far that you can see, I think. Biscoff spread? I mean, that would be good. I don't think I can even find Biscoff here. I'd have to I think I'd have to like get it imported from the Europe or something. Vegan Nutella, that's a good one. Not though. Chocolate spread. Beef tallow. Marshmallow fluff. Oh, oh, you guessed maple butter? Yeah, so maple cream. I don't know what really if there's any difference between maple cream and maple butter. But that's what this is. It's just whipped maple syrup, really. So it's just very sweet. So you don't really want to put like a ton of it on stuff, but some, it's gonna be phenomenal. So anyway, let's cut into one of these. I have not had one with chocolate in it, so this will be interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the steam. Nice steamy muffin. Nice hot date right there. It's like kind of dark for you guys. Maybe if I just go like this is like better. Anyway. It's got a wee little plate. Oh, this looks like it's already warming up. There's like a top layer that's a little slightly different color. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna try this, see if it's too hot still. A thing of steaming beauty, yeah. No, that's not too hot, surprisingly. I'll eat my vegan vanilla cupcake with you. Thank you. I don't want to be eating alone. What are you guys eating tonight? And for Lynn, I guess it's morning. Early morning. All right, I'm going to rip this again just so I can have more surface area. Although I don't want to do too much because it is really sweet. Like, you don't want to do too much of this. It's going to melt, though, nicely. Kind of like butter. It's going to be good. It looks like a really thick butter or something. And it's melting like it, too. Whoa. That is such a good combo. Oh my God. Wow. Holy. Man, I should have done this before. Oh. Oh, you guys still here? I think I might need a room with these muffins. I'll have to. It's Mother's Day here today, so I'm spoiling my mother with all manner of treats today. That sounds like a good Mother's Day. Almost 3 a.m. Don't ask. It's the weekend, okay? All right. Oof. Let's have some more. And you know what? I guess I am double dipping. Or no, it's not double dipping because I didn't touch it to my mouth. But you know what? It's my maple butter. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, I knew this was gonna be a good combo, but my God. It's stupid how good this is. There needs to be maple butter or maple cream available at like, I don't know, at restaurants or something. Man, I say don't add much, but here I am adding a lot. George, double dip if you like. So you know what I wonder? I wonder if the term double dip was that around before Seinfeld? Like, did Seinfeld coin that term, or did people already have that term and they just like made an episode about it? Which hell might be good. I think it would. Hazelnut is amazeballs. Yeah. Maybe even do hazelnut instead of walnut. Keep it on brand. Give it a theme. Mm. Yeah, just like dates and nuts go really well together for some reason. I've made like okay, so this is like a super high calorie breakfast, but banana date nut pancakes smothered in peanut butter and maple syrup. It's like 1,000 calories in like one or two pancakes, but it's so good. It's just a bunch of high calorie things. All right, let's dip a little more. I don't think I've showed you guys what it looks like with all the maple cream on here. But I don't know if it looks very appetizing. It looks kind of like frosting, I guess you could say. Hopefully it doesn't drip everywhere. I don't think I knew what maple butter was until right now. Yeah, I never had it before until I bought this. Mm. Mm. Wow. I have no regrets of this. This is was there like a girl dinner or whatever? Was that what it's called? Like when it was just like basically charcuterie. Like it was boy dinner. Muffins and maple butter, maple cream. Mm-mm-mm. It's like, how many carbs do you want for dinner? Yes. I swear, yeah, it really is just like a maple frosting kind of thing. Mm. Look at that. Fuck, is this your dinner? Yup. I do also have like vegan chicken noodle soup that I made yesterday in there if I want like actual dinner. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, that tastes like dessert, honestly. Mm. Not a whole lot of chocolate in there. Like if the chocolate chips I think were bigger and more abundant, then I think it would taste more chocolatey. So the other fiber for us, the other fiber also for me. Sorry guys, I gotta go and I'm gonna just get a room with these muffins. But thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time I want to do a live stream. All right, thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you.